Right, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Right, the next failed console, or add-on, I should say, I want to talk about is the Sega 32X, right? Or the Sega Mega Drive 32X, right? Right, this is a big lump of shit. And it's a mushroom-shaped piece of shit. Okay? Sega should have never released this thing. They shouldn't. It should have stayed on the drawing board. It shouldn't have been released, right? This is a 32-bit add-on for the Sega Mega Drive, right? It sits in the cartridge slot, and the cartridge is going there, right? It's a cartridge-based system, right? Now, this plays Sega Mega Drive games and Sega 32X games, right? Now, it doesn't have a very large library. It came out in Ireland in 1994, and early 95 it was discontinued because the Sega Saturn was coming out. Okay, big fucking failure, right? Sega brought this out to prolong the lifespan of the Sega Mega Drive. But why do that when they have the Sega Saturn coming out? That's what pissed everyone off. And this was 250 quid when it came out. An add-on that wasn't needed, wasn't fully supported, and it was expensive. But not only that, it was fucking complicated to hook up. Right? It came a million fucking words, right? And it was just a big fucking mess, you know, that damaged Sega as a fucking company and as a hardware manufacturer. Long before, see, the Sega Saturn didn't come out in Ireland until 1995, right? Now, before this or the Sega Saturn even came out, the damage was already done. Okay? Well, in Ireland, we were always the last to know about anything when it came to fucking video games. But it wasn't long before we all found out what a big piece of shit this was, right? No. X, right? It has a very small game library, and most of them games don't really show up the 32 bits that it has, in my opinion. Okay? A very small game library, you know, I'm talking, I think less than 80 games, you know, so it's only out for a short amount of time. Right? I bought mine in Virgin Megastore 1994. Yeah, 1994. 250 quid for this. But the reason why I got it because I'm a fan of Sega. I was a fan of the Sega Mega Drive. This is hyped up by Sega in the magazines. Make your Sega Mega Drive 32-bit. I mean, it'll be better than Super Nintendo. It'll blow everything out of the water. Sega were hyping this shit up and didn't do any of that. Why? Because they didn't support it. Because the Sega Saturn was coming out. Sega had too many fucking systems. Where they should just focus on the Mega Drive, let that die out, and then bring out the Saturn, but they didn't do that. Right? So hooking this thing up is a nightmare, right? One wire is a power alert. So this took a separate power adapter. One wire from the Mega Drive into the 32X and one wire into the fucking television. A whole fucking mess. Right? Now, I don't know if you can see it. It comes with this plastic thing, right? Do you see it? Now, we've got the Model 2 Sega Mega Drive. Okay? Right? We've got the Model 2 Sega Mega Drive. So, now, that's the Mega CD 2, right? I'll get into that at a later time, right? But the 32X would sit in the cartridge part. You're good to go. All the wires set up, right? So, like I said, it's just crap, okay, in my opinion. The Super Nintendo was only 16-bit, but it had a better game library and better games than the 32X has. Okay? So, like early 95, the price dropped to fucking 60 quid, 50 quid, still wasn't selling. Hardly any games for it. We're going to town, we'd see a little small section like that in Virgin Megastore of Sega stuff, but that's what was our Super Nintendo, okay? Still wasn't selling, because there was no games for it, there was no support for it. You know, whereas the Sega Saturn, even though it was a failure, it had support. It had games, it had accessories, had all sorts of shit. The Sega Saturn was a great system, even though it was a failure, because it had great games, it had great fucking stuff. But this is just a big pile of shit that can't everybody. You know what I mean? Sega really fucked people over with this, right? Now, I'll get to the Mega CD to you later on, right? I'm just focusing on the 32X at the moment. Why did I get it? Because I was a fan of the Mega Drive, like I said, and Sega hyped it up. I believed in the hype, I bought into it. You know? Now, Doom. Well, this is the sorry for eating what I'm doing. I'm just an amateur, you know? Well, Doom was the reason, was the game that I got with it, right? Doom. Now, it came separately. With it separately. This cost 50 quid. Right? Now, I have to say this, Doom on the 32X, it runs pretty good, but it sounds like shit. Right? That's another problem with the 32X. The sound out of it is fucking garbage. The Mega Drive puts out better sound than the 32X does. I don't know how the fuck that's possible, but the sound out of the 32X is fucking rubbish, right? Doom on the Super Nintendo sounds a hell of a lot better than this does. Now, this runs better. This shows off the 32-bit capabilities. But one game is not enough, okay? And this isn't a complete version of Doom. This was rushed to get out for Christmas. So there's a whole episode missing. There's 3 episodes, right? I forget what they're called, but there's one, the third episode, right, is missing. So you're missing something like 10 levels from Doom. Unacceptable. Release the full fucking game. But it's a shame because the 32X version of Doom, it runs fairly well. It's in a small fucking box for whatever reason. There's a box surrounding it, but it runs well. It's just the sound effects let it down, and there's a whole fucking episode missing. Okay, that's unacceptable for a full price fucking game. So like, I was really pissed off, you know, because we have a Super Nintendo also. We have all the consoles, right? And at least Doom on the Super Nintendo is a complete game. The only problem with Doom on the Super Nintendo, in my opinion, is the graphics and the frame rate. It's on the shit side, but it's still playable. This runs well, looks well, just the sound is awful, and there's a whole bunch of levels missing. So, I take the Super Nintendo version. At least it's a complete game, and it sounds fucking good. Now, the 32X is meant to be cutting edge, it's meant to be more powerful than the Super Nintendo, but in this case, it's fucking not. You know? So, we've got 2 other games for this pile of shite. Metalhead and Star Wars, right? Now, Metalhead is not a bad game. It's a mech game, but it's nothing really impressive, okay? Star Wars is Star Wars. They fly around, they blow up the fucking Star Destroyers and stuff, but everything is a polygon. There's no real texture or anything, so I like to think these games are rushed, just like Doom was, to get something out for this fucking pile of shit. That's it. Hooking this up and taking it apart was a fucking nightmare. Now, I have the worst somewhere in the fucking room, but I'll never play this again. Never. It's just garbage. Pure garbage. And it's really the start of Sega burning their fucking customers, right? Before the Sega Saturn even came out, it was already fucking dead because of this. Okay? You can't burn your fans over and over again and then expect them to fucking buy up your shit. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Even though the Sega Saturn was a great system, despite it being a failure, the 32X and the Mega CD too really put the fucking nail in the coffin. You know what I mean? Now, So that's it for the 32X, the big pile of fucking shite. We don't get it. Even if you see it for fucking 10p, don't get it. Or 10 cents or whatever. Don't get it. It won't be worth it. Now, I'm telling you, like, the hype that this thing got was out of the fucking moon. Out of the world, but fucking hell. Like. So don't get it. Right, now, if you have a Model 1 fucking Sega Mega Drive, hooking the fucking 32X into it is a pain of fucking arse, right? Because you have to insert metal prongs into the fucking slot and then put this in. So, if you are going to get a 32X, the best option is to get a Model 2 Sega Mega Drive. Now, this is the wire, right, that goes from the fucking 32X into the fucking Mega Drive. So, don't lose this, because if you don't have this, you won't get no picture. Okay? So, keep that in mind. If you don't have this, that's how you can tell it apart, right? And the way it is, like, you know. If you don't have this, you don't get no fucking picture. And it comes with its own power supply as well, so keep that in mind. And these power supplies are fucking huge, right? So, 32X, big pile of shite, don't get it. But if you are going to get it, get a Mega Drive too, okay? Now, this is going to be awkward, right? Because everything about this is a big, fucking heavy pile of shite. Right, I'm going to try to do this, right? Right. So, that's a Mega Drive 2, right? And that's a Mega CD 2, right? Now, the Mega CD 2 was another fucking bad idea by Sega, right? A CD-ROM based add-on for the fucking Mega Drive. Now, there's two models. There's a Mega CD 1 and a Mega CD 2, right? We've got the Mega CD 2 and the Mega Drive 2, right? Now, the Mega CD, it can play music CDs, right? And it has a handful of good games. Now, what do I mean by that? Final Fight CD is good. Sonic CD is good. The Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin is good. Batman Returns is good. Earthworm Jim Special Edition is good on the Mega CD. Star Wars Rebel Assault is good on the Mega CD. You know, in my opinion. That's about it. The rest of the games on the Mega CD are all full motion video crap. Right? Sewer Shark, Ground Zero Texas, I have these games. You're just watching a crappy fucking movie and it'll tell you to press left or press right or press A or press B or press C. If you don't press it right on time, you see a man in the fucking submarine and fucking Sewer Shark or whatever the fucking thing is crash into a fucking wall. You don't actually play the game, you just watch this shitty movie, and if you don't press the button on time, you're fucking dead. That was the majority of the games on the Mega CD. Wasn't worth it. Now, the Mega CD itself was expensive. 200 quid for the Mega CD. Right. And now, it can play music CDs, that's good. But are you really going to pay that much for a fucking CD player? Now, Night Trap is another cult classic of the Mega CD, but again, it's just a full motion video fucking crap fest. Right? That's the problem with the Mega CD. It had too much of that shit on it. It wasn't worth the money. You know, but everyone knew that this would be abandoned soon because the 32X was on the way. So the Mega CD 2 and the 32X couldn't save the Mega Drive. You know what I mean? Big pile of shit. And another thing about the Mega CD 2 is it comes with its own power adapter. So you have to have 3 fucking power adapters, right? And it's fucking a mess, you know? So unnecessary, you know, unfucking necessary. But the Mega CD, it's a better add-on than the 32X in the sense that it has a few good games. Whereas the 32X, apart from fucking Doom, now I'm being generous here, apart from fucking Doom, Metalhead and fucking Star Wars, there's fucking nothing worth getting on it. I'm being generous there. Now, so that's it, like the Mega CD 2, 32X, big fucking failed fucking add-ons, right? And the death of Sega before the Sega Saturn even came out. So that's it. Unfortunately, you know what I mean. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. The hype that these things got was, I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Sega had the fucking Mega Drive, they had the Game Gear, they had the Mega CD, they had the 32X, and now the Sega Saturn. You know, and the now Sega brought out the multimega, right, which I don't have, right. Now, the multimega was essentially a Mega Drive and a Mega CD all in one unit. You know, but it's very hard, it's very rare to get and very expensive. My opinion is it's cheaper to go this route. It's cheaper to get a Mega Drive 2 and a Mega CD 2. To get ours separate than to get a multimega on itself. Now the multimega can be used as a portable CD player, so it has that benefit to it. And it has 2 controller parts and it takes batteries. So it is a bit more useful than this is. But if all you want to do is play the fucking games, if you don't want to use it as a portable CD player, this is the cheaper route to get. But the multimega is very expensive and very hard to get. So I was really fucking disappointed there, you know, but that's the way it is. Of these failed fucking add-ons, right, or consoles, right. It's just a big fucking mound of shit, you know what I mean, unfortunately. But the Mega CD, it's just a shame. The technology wasn't there yet, but Sega pushed it and hyped it to sell the fucking thing. And the 32X, it's just a lump of shit, a big nuclear, a bit mushroom-shaped piece of shit. You know, so that's it. And I'm fucking pissed off. I mean, the day I got this, I was excited actually, you know, when I went to the shop to get it. You know, because like I said, I believed in the fucking hype. You know, foolish me, you know. I'm one of the suckers, you know, that actually bought into this shit. I tried to fucking sell it and no one would take it off me. Nobody. Not even for a fucking fiver, because they all knew how bad it was. Same thing with the Mega CD. That's why I still have them. I can't get rid of them. I can't just fuck them out the window. You know what I mean? And it's not, I can't just dump them. In the world, you can't just dump shit, you know what I mean? Especially something electrical. You know, so fucking, that's it. Thanks for watching if you're watching. That just brings back bad memories. You know. Like I said, Sega just didn't support these fucking consoles, these add-ons. But the Sega Saturn got more support, but that was a failure already, so it's just a shame, you know. That's the way it is, unfortunately. But Sega's still around making games, but they're not the company they used to be because of this shit that they're doing. Instead of fucking Sega being a unified team, sticking with the Sega should have done what Nintendo done. Stick with one console for a few fucking years, then bring out the next one. You know, but Sega were really fucking excited. Oh, let's release this, let's release that. Oh, fucking, you know what I mean? They got excited and shit. So that's the end of that, really. Thanks for watching if you're watching. That's these failed consoles. The Mega CD 2, the fucking 32X and the multimega. Right, so thanks for watching if you're watching and I'll see you all there. Take care, bye bye.